Hey there, folks. We are back again in Railroader. We've got something pretty neat to look at today. We got some more goodies. We have the Reading. I know that's going to trigger somebody. Reading Railroad B8A 060 camelback locomotive, known by monikers like Goats, Camelbacks, Mother Hubbard, Center Cabs. Very used by the Reading in big industrial complexes, mainly for their tight radius. Interesting for the layout of the cab, mainly in the center, obviously, ahead of the Wooten firebox. Just a big old fat wide firebox meant to burn low quality anthracite. 50-inch drivers on these things with a 9-foot wheelbase. Again, perfect for the tight radius curves in these big industries. Units generally used the Taylor slope back tender. There were 3 of these B8As, units numbering 1316 to 1318, built 1907, followed by B8Bs, which there were 7 of those, I think, 1393 to 1399, built 1913 to 1921. Now, they are known as the S35 in game, and we're going to go in and take a look around. Well, happy hump day, everybody. And how fitting it is, because when this was released officially, now there was some tomfoolery with this thing released on April Fool's, which was yesterday, but today being Wednesday, the 2nd of April, the real deal is now out, and it's Wednesday, hump day, hump. Yeah. Anyway, here it is. S35 camelback switcher in the game. First thing you'll notice up here under S35 camelback switcher, it says your mom. There is no picture. It is ghosting. The tractive effort is 35,900 pounds, 4.3 factor of adhesion, extra small curve radius. So perfect for just about, well, perfect for everything on this map. This rendition of the Murphy branch. Weight empty, 154,125 pounds. These were thick boys, especially loaded. Little tiny thick boys. These things were like Cartman from South Park. In fact, some of these, they had regulations with bridges that these things were not allowed over. They carry 8 ton of coal and 5,000 gallon of water, and they'll only cost you 10 grand. You can make that in like one day's playthrough of high tier yield. Or you could just do the money sheet, whatever you want to do. But the one right under that is the S23, another 060, obviously, which is 23,300 pounds tractive effort. So you're getting a lot more, almost 13,000 more. And it weighs a little bit more, obviously. Carries a lot more coal. Actually, no, it carries the same coal. I was looking at the weight empty like a ding dong. But it carries a little less water as well. But it's only going to cost you 10. This one here is going to cost you 9,700, which are, basic vanilla in-game prices. So that's pretty cray-cray. I mean, this thing can do it all, man. This is a little beastie. And I love that slope tender, man. Something about old switchers and that slope tender. It looks like it's totally normal going forward or reverse. Like there's no true direction to these things. They were pretty nuts. It looks pretty good. It looks good in game. Now, the person that made it, yes, this is a mod. Oh my God. Yes, I know some of you folks that are, oh, mod, click out. Next video, TikTok. I get it. It's a mod, but it's super easy to install. You need the asset loader or Unity mod manager. You download the zip file, you drop it in it, you're done. It's in the game. It's truly that simple. If you're still on the fence about modding, I know there's a lot of holdouts that are never going to mod. That's totally fine. You do you. But if you want really cool stuff in the game like this, It's the price you gotta pay sometimes to do some modding. But anyway, this thing looks really good. The modder denotes, which by the way, I think the modder's name is Marquette Creations, and a bunch of other folks help get this thing up and running in the game, beta tested, all that good stuff. I'll link down below, of course, where you can go and find this thing. But the modder denotes that the model is fairly old. I want to say a couple years, it said, but it looks pretty damn good to me. I mean, it looks pretty much on par for most of the stuff that you see in Railroader, whether it be vanilla or, you know, just your kind of run-of-the-mill mod. But this thing is cool as hell, man. I mean, look at that. It's so weird, steampunk. I don't know. It's just crazy looking, the setup of these things. It's so weird having the friggin' fireman in the back and the engineer in the front. It's such a weird thing with that huge firebox. Oh my God. Absolutely chungus, but it looks good. I love the curvature of the handrails. You can see some bolting on there. The plate up front, you can kind of see some bolts on there as well. It'd be nice if they kind of protruded or stuck out 3D visually a bit more, just so it didn't look as flat. I'm not looking at it in the best sunlight, but the modder did denote that they may go back and touch this thing up. But it looks good as well. I love the stressing on the metal itself. It's just kind of got that oily Jackson Pollock painting look to it, where it's just all messy in it. It will do the thing where if you've got the mod, what I think it's called Strange Customs, where you can select the condition, and it pretty much looks good all throughout. So whether it's brand new, it still looks really good. A lot of brand new stuff in Railroader, it's just too shiny for my taste, like it's in some museum or something like that. But I like to keep it like right at about 90, somewhere in there. And that looks perfect. This thing looks like it does some work. But prototypical vanilla stuff within Railroader works as it should. Been testing it out. Brakes work. It pulls like a goat. Lights work totally fine. Let's check out those rears. Love the rear light. I just want to use this thing in reverse, like all the time. It just looks like it was meant to do that, or not traditionally directional like most engines. It's just pretty cool. But we'll get up here and see if we can climb up the steps here. Yeah, you can kind of go up there, open up the hatch. You got your water down in there. Got your coal back here. An old fireman bro hangs out back here. Jesus, look at that thing, man. On this tiny little engine. It's insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know if you can open the doors. Guess not. Not expecting that you could, for the most part. Got your handbrake back here. And so it's super tiny, obviously, right? That's what she said. Ha. But I don't think you can get in the cab without using the old cheat code command line. So, I mean, you can't. Yeah, I mean, you kind of jammed up in there like that. So you can't get up in there like that. I don't, like, how in the hell, man? You had to be a small individual to get up in this thing. How did they do it? They had to go through the back and then crawl up over that kind of catwalk there and get up in there. I like the overhang thing there as well. The kind of fairing or weather protector or whatever you want to call it up there that would go over the fireman. That looks neat. It's just a cool looking little locomotive. I mean, look at that. I'll get a better view here. It does look pretty good, man. It fits in, I think it fits in Railroader quite well. Honestly does. Let's get in the cab. So Control 0. There you go. You're all up in it. I guess you'd have to holler back and forth between the firemen. You can open and close the doors. I believe the windows are not modeled. I don't think it even has windows, to be honest. Got your lights up here. That's still animated, like a lot of your stuff. The door up here works as well. Got your throttle up here, your whistle. It's got the hooter that would have been very appropriate for this thing. That's it's not required, but it's part of a whistle mod that's under the requirements if you would like it. Like I said, it's not required. You could put whatever whistle. But got your reverser there, your throttle here. We'll actually move it around a little bit here. There we go. So fully animated as well. But again, so I'm having bell issues. I keep having bell issues with some stuff. See, like right now, it's just stuck, kind of. I don't think it's an issue with the mod. Hell, it may be, but I was having this issue previously with the same deal where like just some stuff wouldn't play. I might just need to simply update it. Sometimes you got to go into Unity Mod Manager or something like that and simply update it. It's really that easy. But as of right now, I'm not getting a bell sound. The whistle works just fine though. Let's go ahead and hop back out and have a little walk around to this thing. It's just a cool looking little engine. That 316 on there, the very first one. Get our lantern on just so we can have a look around. Got your hose there. The coupler. You can get up on the steps. As most engines within Railroader. All the bits and bobs underneath look pretty good. I like the little greasing nips that are on here as well. I don't recall seeing those. God, I forgot the actual name of these things because I have to do it all the time on my truck on the drive shaft or the prop shaft. God dang it, what are they called? Anyway, those things are on there. I haven't noticed those really before in any other model in Railroader, so that's kind of a neat touch as well. But it looks good. We'll look at this thing in motion. We got a very light train here just to get it out in the daylight. But we got one back in the Chonk coal mine. And we'll see what this thing is capable of. All right, so we got old gal sitting down here at the coal mine with a bunch of coal gondolas in tow, loaded as well. That is, we'll get up in the air so we can show you here. Just moving some stuff around mainly to kind of showcase the thing here with some weight. So 20 cars, 1,800 ton, 810 feet. So we'll put it, we'll do 75 on the reverser. And 20% throttle. She's jerking, but she's getting it done. So that's simple. This thing can handle some weight, and it looks cool as hell doing it too. I mean, just, it's so funky looking. That firebox, man, and the positioning. So weird. So gloriously weird. Come on, old gal. Take it up to about 45% the throttle. Yeah, she's getting it done. I mean, she could do double this. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Get in here and watch the animation. Just see what's going on down here. It would be nice to see a little bit of grease and streaking and stuff like that on the rods. But again, as the modder denoted, early model, maybe touched up later. So totally understandable there. I'd say just like right off the bat, that's probably my only takeaway is just dirtying up those rods a bit. Animation looks good. Let's mess with that reverser. Yeah. See the little piston port up here. All right, wide open. Piping on the side looks nice as well. Got some steps up there too. Oh, what the hell? How did we end up at what in the Sam? My lord, dude. There we go. Oh! And that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that's not going to be great. It's a good thing I didn't save this. But that is the 060 Camelback that's now available in Railroader. And that thing is it's pretty damn fun. I can't wait to use some more of it, especially in some of the bigger industrial areas like maybe Silva Paper or something like that. But that's it, folks. Go check out the link below. We'll see you next time. Bye. F in chat for the poor loco.